What I want to show you now is how to make something called a wax luminary, and they're these sort of pretty kind of bowl shapes made out of wax that you put a tea light in, and when you light them at night they glow beautifully, and if you put some fragrance in there they sort of emit this lovely wafting smell. What you need is some paraffin wax and some beeswax. In here I've got about 2/3 paraffin wax mixed with 1/3 of beeswax. What you do is you put it in a bowl in a double boiler. Pop your wax in, both pieces of wax, both kinds of wax, and allow it to melt completely. So this is melted wax. Then you let it cool a little bit to the point where you can sort of comfortably put your finger in there and it's not going to burn. Okay? This is a water balloon and it's basically just got water in it. You're going to fill it up as large as you want your luminary to be. That's as large as you're going to fill up the water balloon. Tie it tightly. Make sure that you can almost immerse the whole water balloon in your bowl. So make sure you have a large enough bowl to accommodate the water balloon. Then you're going to add a little fragrance if you want. This is some lavender. And here we go. This is the process. Holding your water balloon like this. You're going to start dunking. It's a little frightening at first, but don't worry, it'll work out just fine. You're going to start dunking in the wax and then lifting. And you can see already that I've got a coating, a very thin coating of wax. And so as it cools, dunk again, let it cool, dunk again. And you're going to basically build up through layers of dunking the kind of thickness of your luminary that you want, okay? All right, so I'm going to do one last dunk, and I'm going to hold it here for a little while and really sort of allow it to cool a bit. It's kind of frightening because the water balloon is so heavy. You're like, oh gosh, it's going to pop at any second. Here, what I have is a piece of parchment that I've sprayed a little oil on. And that's what you're going to set your luminary down on, because of course you want it to make a base, right? You want it to be flat on the bottom. So let's pop it down there. Try and kind of make sure it's even and you're popping it down in the middle. And what you'll find is the balloon settles and you have a flat base. Alrighty. If you take a look at it, it's got a nice flat bottom. Now, how we get the balloon out of there? This is where it gets potentially a little messy. What you're going to do is pierce the balloon and let the water out, all right? So I'm basically going to pop my balloon as gently as I can. And basically I'm going to let the water out. And as the balloon shrinks, it just basically comes away from the inside of the luminary. It's a bit rude. Right. That's it. Look at it. Out it comes! And that there, folks, is, look at that, perfect luminary. What I'm actually going to do is take my scissors and just cut around the outside a little bit, neaten up the edge. You need to put a tea light in there. Drop in your tea light. And then light a match and see how we go. When it gets dark, it's going to glow beautifully, and there you'll have it. A beautiful, glowing, warm luminary.